Hey guys, my camera is on 2 bars, so I don't know how long I have to talk, but hi, I'm Makaya Cymbee, and you are tuned in to Cymbee's Diaries. I'm like looking at myself in the mirror, sorry, but a little bit about me. I am from Louisville, Kentucky. I went to school in New York for college, graduated during COVID, 2020 specifically. Came back to Kentucky. I've been in Kentucky since, so this is year 6. And this diary, I've been trying to like bring into life for a while. This diary is meant to showcase how I navigate my final years of my 20s. I am 27. I am about 10 weeks away from my 28th birthday, and I have a lot that I want to accomplish during the remainder of my 20s. And just also want to reflect about my 20s in general. I feel like my 20s were very influential is the word that's trying to come up, but I guess they were influential to myself and like shaping who I am as a woman, how deep my multitudes go in my womanhood. So I'm extremely excited about that, to explore that, and to like kind of create videos around that for women who are entering their 20s or who are in their 20s. I don't know why my English is not trying to English today. But anyway, what else can I tell y'all? I mean, the videos will tell you, but just like a brief overview. I am a day trader full-time, and I'm also about to be a law student. I'm in the pre-law era, and I should make a video on like my pre-law era since I was like 18, honestly, freshman year at NYU. But for now, I'm really in the pre-law era, as in I took the LSAT last August, but I did not write the essay because I had a lot going on in my life, and I was just like, I don't think I can do the law school cycle this upcoming year. So I didn't take the essay. I didn't have like the laptop required. It was a lot going on, and so I just took the essay this summer, last month, and I got my score, which is a 159, which is cute. But I know I scored that without really putting my all into studying for the LSAT. So that was kind of like a raw dog score that I did. And so for the next, I don't know, I think it was 8 weeks maybe, I will be studying to retake the LSAT in August, and then I will be applying in September. And I'm super excited about that because I just feel like all of my 20s has brought me to this moment, and that's just a huge conversation that I want to open up, because I feel like people don't really talk about their 20s until they're outside their 20s. And I don't think that's really helpful, because once you're 30, 32, 35, how you felt in your 20s is obsolete. So my goal is to document while I'm still in my 20s. My first half of my 20s are really my first quarter of my 20s, my second quarter, and now I'm in my third quarter of my 20s, or my third, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. But I feel like so much, especially as Gen Z, so much is put on us that we inherited about what 20 should look like and what our lives should look like, not really accounting for the fact that the world is changing and that we are the change makers in this new world. So we'll talk about that later. But I also want to tell y'all that I am a spiritualist. I am not technically practicing any traditional religion, but sorry if y'all hear something. But I grew up in a church. I grew up Baptist. My dad was a pastor. Well, he was a preacher. And he passed away when he was I think he was 35. My parents met in the church. Their families are huge and they were in the same church, and then I grew up in church. I left the church. I wouldn't necessarily say left, but I haven't been to church consistently since I was 16, which is another story. But I love gospel and I'm a church baby. I'm really church royalty, and I know so much, but that'll be another video. Currently I am kind of just a self practicing spiritualist. I know a lot about African traditional religions, particularly about Ifa and Palamayombe, Santeria, things like that. And then I also have recently gone back to the Bible. And I guess you could call me hoodoo because I am Afro-Indigenous and Afro-American, but I kind of just flow through. And for the girls who are spiritualists, obviously my name, Makaya Cymbee, is a I was gonna say ode, but it's literally Cymbee, you know. And Cymbee is found in hoodoo and a lot of Congo-centered religion. So all that to say, I studied Africana studies in college, and that's what my degree is in. And I feel like that kind of just should tell you about how deep my multitudes run and go, and why I talk the way I talk, and why, you know, I am blessed to be able to articulate the wisdom and the divine insight that I receive to gift and offer to y'all. But what else can I tell y'all? I'm also a writer. I'm writing a book. The working title is called The Diaries of the Black American Princess. I don't know if that title's gonna stay, but I kind of like it. But it's gonna be a series, so I kind of still need a title for book one. But book one is about 87% done. And then I started planning book two. But when you plan book two, you realize that book one kind of needs to like slow down. So I gotta take a lot out of book one and save it for book two. So basically I gotta rewrite book one. But all I have to say, I got my minor in creative writing at NYU, and I've been writing since elementary school. I have published my poetry book. I don't know if I have it. Do I have it in front of me? Let's see. I do have it. This is my poetry book. It's called Homebound, the Heritage Edition. And it is, I think it's 2 years old, May 22nd. And it's just a beautiful little quick, not necessarily a chapbook, but not like a full fledged poetry book, but it's about, I think it's like 60 pages or so. Like, you can find it on Amazon. I'll link it in the description box. But I write poetry, I write fiction. I feel like that is my gift. Like, all of my gifts kind of complement each other. And yeah, I'm also the founder of the Fire XO, which is a financial wellness business company for feminine operators of wealth. Whether you are just now becoming wealthy, or you got your big girl job, you've been working it for 5 years, you got money coming, you got the Chanel bag, you know, and not just a big girl job, corporate, but like any big girl job, content, nursing, you're in med school, you're going to law school, like anything that's gonna set you up for a very wealthy and sovereign future. There's a lot that goes into building wealth, especially if you did not come from wealth or come from like standard wealth as we know it, but you want to create that for yourself and for your lineage, and that's what I teach. So I'm excited to teach some of that on this channel because I just feel like us girls, we gotta stick together. There's no point in amassing knowledge, amassing degrees if you're not sharing it with the hood. That's how I feel. But like, I want everyone to get free. So I gotta do my part, right? But other than that, that's a little intro to who I am, and will kind of give you the basis of the rest of the videos that will be coming out: trading, wealth, consciousness, spirituality, writing process, law school. So welcome. Once again, Makaya. You can call me Makaya, you can call me Kaya, you can call me Cymbee. Whatever you do, don't call me broke. Anyway, besitos. Mwah.